26 minutes past 5 o'clock. The discovery of the remains of an abbot, complete with his crozier and ring, has revived interest in Furness Abbey near Barrow. And today BBC Radio Cumbria revealed that the mystery abbot had feasted on fish in his lifetime in the 14th or 15th centuries. But visitor numbers to the monastic ruins have fallen below 10,000 in recent years, so a new charitable group is being set up to promote the ruins and what it has to offer. From Furness Abbey, BBC Radio Cumbria's Neil Smith.
It's the height of the school summer holidays, and for once this summer, the stones of Furness Abbey are bathed in sunshine, for a few minutes at least, and yet looking across these ruins there's only 4 or 5 people actually visible walking round and touring the ruins. Is that right? Well, the Furness Abbey Fellowship thinks not. At its helm is a local author and school teacher, Gill Jepson. A bit of a Furness Abbey nut, are you?
I would say so, a little bit obsessive, but I think it's worth it because the Abbey itself just cries out for a little bit more acknowledgement and recognition. What we're going to try to do is raise the profile alongside a partnership with English Heritage to see if we can attract higher visitor numbers and improve the visitor experience.
Fewer than 10,000 people a year come to visit this Abbey. Do you think that's a crime?
Yes, I do actually. Very few people out of the area recognise it or know about it, but as soon as they see it, they're absolutely bowled over by it, which of course many locals are too. We want to give it some of its profile back and put it back in the history books prominently where it should be.
Isn't part of the joy of visiting Furness Abbey, though, the fact that it is a place of solitude?
Yes, it is, and I see what you're saying there. It's a very spiritual place, and I don't actually think increasing visitor numbers will spoil that in any way, because I don't imagine deluges of people coming all at one time. It's a place that you can come and you can think and you can sit and you can wander. I hope that won't change, but we do need a bigger footfall because obviously English Heritage do a wonderful job, but they are restricted with funds after paying out so much for the restoration work, which is still ongoing, and we would like to assist them in trying to attract visitors to come and see the wonderful work they are doing. We should be celebrating what English Heritage have done because they've done a magnificent job, and the finds that have come out of the ground as a result of the preservation work is just the icing on the cake, and obviously is another attraction for people to come and see when these treasures return to the Abbey again.
If nothing is done, if you don't act, if English Heritage doesn't act, what then for this place?
Well, that would be difficult to say. Obviously the infrastructure's quite difficult to keep track of at the moment because it is deteriorating. Anybody who's lived here for any time coming past can see it does look slightly more dilapidated than it did. It would be just such a tragedy if we lost that. It's key historically, but it's also locally important. It's a beautiful place, and people like Wordsworth and Turner visited here. Surely that should give it some significance, and I think we should build on that and try to attract more visitors through that.
Gill Jepson at Furness Abbey with Neil Smith, and you can contact the Furness Abbey Fellowship via the Abbey Mill Cafe in the Abbey precinct.